AEHR Test Systems is a company that primarily focuses on producing specialized equipment used for burning in and testing of semiconductor devices. Burn-in is a process in the semiconductor industry where devices are subjected to stresses, typically elevated temperatures and electrical voltages, for a prolonged period to weed out any potential early life failures. By doing this, manufacturers can increase the reliability of their semiconductor products. Let's take a look at the analysis. Hello everyone, Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Our analysis today is on AEHR Test Systems. I don't know how to say that, if that actually is the name of the company or if it's just the abbreviations. Nonetheless, let's take a look at this particular stock, AEHR. Interesting stock in the semiconductor world. And as far as the analysis, it was a very interesting profile dealing with the semiconductor test burn process, which is essentially a testing process to be able to stress test different devices and different silicone type chips and other things as well. The thing that really caught my eye on the stock as well is just the market drivers dealing with automotive area, data center infrastructure growth, as well as 5G growth. Really, those top three things were what kind of grabbed my eye in this analysis. And all of those things are such hot areas that any involvement and any growth in those type of sectors is going to spill over into lots of different industries. So the stock itself having some volatility here and a deeper retracement in this last pullback, but immediately recovered and is now back up in the momentum zone, which is this upper range of the chart here when we're looking at a chart. And we want to see a stock that is moved back up into this area. It's moved this direction in a chart pattern and is now sitting up in this area. The momentum on this stock is the bullish profile. The momentum profile is now gone from it has gone now from a hold signal back into a buy signal. You can see that on the chart right here. Now we are using a momentum style of strategy of trading and investing. And so we're focused primarily on a stock that is moving in that direction with a certain amount of confirmation. So once it gets into this zone, then we want to become interested. There are other strategies we utilize working for retracements and pullbacks and other methodologies to do that. But in general, as we're focused on momentum and we're focused on quality growth stocks, then this is the type of chart pattern that we want to focus on. Primarily at the base level, we want to focus on a 6-month time frame, and we want to have our snap tool, which is snap the momentum locations from this swing low to this swing high, and then it's putting in these areas of support. And you can see that in a lot of cases, those areas of support are other areas of support where the market has been finding support resistance. And so they kind of become a self-fulfilling prophecy in terms of support locations for market participants that are looking to buy and sell at certain zones. So as far as our analysis, we want to see a stock that's up in this range, that's back in the momentum buy zone here and working its way this direction and near its range high for this time frame for 6 months. If I were to be doing a 1-year analysis or a 2-year analysis, this range is going to be a lot wider. Okay, but right now we're focused on just this 6-month time frame, and that is the area that we're primarily focused on for the momentum portion of the chart. Now it's in that area, it's in that zone, and also we have all green. The fundamentals are good. It's a large cap company, $1 billion in market cap. It is 750,000 average shares traded per day. So it's an institutional type stock. You're getting plenty of activity. You've got some great growth numbers here as well. So let's take a look at the growth numbers and let's see, where did my chart go? Here it is. We saw the pattern, we saw the chart. This is a little bit longer time perspective here. So it has some volatility. It hasn't stayed in this momentum range for very long. The green portion of the chart is the primary portion that we're focused on. So you've got the green here. You can see each of those areas from the sell location or the downtrend, with this yellow kind of being the intermediate pause, wait and see what happens, and then the momentum. As those momentum trades begin, this is the area that we're focused on. So we're a couple of days into that here, but that's what we want to focus on, is a stock that has gone ideally from this to this to this and is in that upper momentum range of the chart. Okay. Fundamentally speaking, this stock has what we're looking for, and that is it's got a rank of 99, which means that it's outperforming 99% of its peers. It is a well-performing stock. In terms of stock price activity, that's measuring the performance of the stock itself, not the company. In terms of company fundamentals, it's got an ROE of 23. Anything higher than 20 is considered functionally, functioning at a high degree of efficiency. Management is doing their job with the capital that they have available to them. That's what we want to see. We also want to see annual EPS growth increasing. This one was not fantastic, 5%. Ideally, we want to see up in that 30% average range, but it is trending higher. And then we also want to see quarterly earnings per share growth. In this case, it's at 50% over its prior quarter. You can see that would have been this little blip right here. It had some ups and downs over this past 12 months. Also, quarterly sales growth. Those are really the four components that we talk about in terms of looking for growth of the company, annual EPS, quarterly EPS, sales growth, and then what is management doing with that capital, which the ROE can give us a little bit of an insight on that. So all these numbers, this is 30% sales growth, EPS 50%, also good. We want to see 25% or higher. The backtest analysis for this stock over the past 12 months has had 4 trades and one current open trade, I believe. Yeah, one current open trade. So that one hasn't closed. So 4 closed trades, 3 winners, 2 losers. The winners at 31%, 19%, a 20% loss, a 40% gain, and then a current open position, which we'll look at that chart here in a little bit. So a nice trend profile even with that amount of volatility. That's that's an acceptable range. The largest drawdown was that 26%. So a decent move there. And that came on this pattern right here where you had this initial buy signal here. It went up a little bit and then it immediately reversed down here. That would have been that loss. So some volatility there in that pattern, in that overall trade. One time out of 4 in the last 12 months. So that gives us, the backtest just gives us a little bit of the characteristics of a stock. How does it work inside of our system in terms of the momentum locations? Sometimes you get stocks that are just really, really choppy. They're up and they're down and they're up and they're down, and they don't work very well for momentum trades because we get a signal right here and we get stopped out, and then we get a signal right here and then we get stopped out. So range bound stocks are not what we're looking for. That's one of the reasons why we want to focus on fundamentally strong stocks, because there's having an institutional interest in those stocks as they're going higher. Institutional managers are obviously looking at all of these numbers in much greater detail and determining if it's a good opportunity for them as well. If it's not and it becomes a trader stock, then you get a lot of that volatility. So ideally, we want to look for a fundamentally strong stock that's moving in that uptrend and that has a backtest characteristic of not a lot of volatility. This is borderline, but not too bad. Those winners have been decent. With that 26% drawdown, that's always a possibility. So interesting stock to take a look at and consider. That'll do it for this update. Thank you very much and have a fantastic day.